I pretty much have to whisper, so I hope you don't mind. But today I'm going to talk about the fact that your desires chose you. Your desires desire you. Your desires want you even more than you want them. If you are religious or you believe in the universe or spiritual forces, then I say to you, God planted those desires in your heart. And I feel like in this day and age, obviously, whether it's your individual limited beliefs, society's beliefs, or your parents or your friends, it can feel like it's a bad thing to desire. It can feel like having desires is a bad thing, or that you can't get your desires because it's too good to be true, and why should you have your desires when so many people don't have their desires that they want. And especially in some religious beliefs, people, I don't know, think that's their desires are sin. That can be complex. I'm never trying to talk you out of your religious beliefs. I fully respect them, but just an idea is that your desires are divine, and your desires want you as much as you want them. Think about it. Think about our most natal desires, right? We have desires to eat food, eat yummy food. We have desires to have sex, desire for drinking, like you're desiring some water. Even at a small scale, our desires keep us alive. Our desires nourish us, whether that's the physical body, or whether that's a spiritual kind of nourishment, or whether it's a heart-based nourishment. Our desires, nourish us. And you should not feel ashamed for what you desire. If you desire to be a famous actor, a painter, someone that rides horses, or someone that gets married, that is not a bad thing for you to desire that. And I believe that the forces, the universe, everything wants you to complete that desire. Desire fuels us. Desire keeps us going from one day to the next. We desire to live, we desire to explore, we desire to continue living and see what life has to offer. And I think that's a beautiful thing. Sometimes you feel like you need a permission slip to desire what you desire. Here you go. This is your permission slip. You are allowed to want to be anything that you want to be. And this is how I know this, because I don't desire to be a construction worker, and I'm sure a lot of people maybe do. I don't desire to, play world champion in chess, because that's not for me. If I lied to myself and I pretended that I really wanted to be a world-class chess player, right, I'm just wasting my time. I'm wasting the time of people who actually do have that desire. It's just so unproductive to lie to yourself. So if you want a big dream, you want something so bad, but you feel like society or your parents are kind of telling you not to do that thing, so then you don't go for your big dreams and you kind of go for something else, you're wasting everybody's time, so you may as well go for the thing that you actually do desire. Also, you might fucking fail at the thing that you choose as your second best. Say you want to be a fashion designer, but you feel like that's too good to be true, and you're just gonna fail, and then you end up being a beauty therapist, and then you train to be a beauty therapist, but it's actually way harder than you thought it was, and you fail at that. Why not just fail at the thing that you want and just see if it goes well, rather than choosing something second best and then still failing at it? Your desires are planted within you, and they are going to get you to the place where you're meant to go. And even if it doesn't work out, say you have a desire to work in a small cafe, and it's a random desire because usually you desire to be on the big screen. Maybe if you follow that desire of working in a cafe, instead of just like ignoring it because it doesn't make sense, you follow that desire to work in a cafe, you get these life experiences, you meet certain people that help you become the famous actor that you want to be. So don't ignore your desires, babe, because it feels like sometimes when you want something, you can't have it. And it feels like sometimes God is like, oh, you want that, well, you can't have it, you have to work really hard for it, you have to do this, you have to do that. And sometimes like that can be the case, right? But a lot of the times when you go for what you desire, only good comes out of it. Only good comes out of it. And let me tell you why. Your desires desire you. Think of that thing you desire. Say you desire a car. Okay, that car is also looking for an energetic match, and that energetic match will end up being you. That car or that job wouldn't be expressed to the fullest extent if it didn't have someone to enjoy it. What good would a car be without someone to drive it, without you to drive it? What would your dream house be without you to live in there? Okay, you and your desire are one. It wants you, so it can be expressed, so it can be experienced in an ideal way. And you might be thinking, oh, well, what about people that desire bad things? Like, what if I desire bad things? And that's the topic that we could delve into. I'm sure you're not someone to desire bad things, desire hurting people or anything like that. But even still, if someone does desire hurting somebody, I'm obviously not saying, oh, go for it, your desire wants you. But right and wrong and good and bad are very subjective also. So someone doing a bad thing, as like bad as it is, might be necessary for like 1,000 good things to take place. So I'm not saying just go out and act on your unholiest desires, like geez, have some control. But you know, those desires, those ones that feel good, the desires that are rooted out of love, don't feel bad for having them, babe. You're allowed to have these desires and you're allowed to achieve them, and I want you to achieve them. And if there was a God and you believe in a God, do you not think God would want you to achieve them? Would you not think God wants you to be happy? Okay, you are meant to have those desires because you deserve to experience good shit. You deserve to experience what you want, and you can get what you want. Your desires chose you. You guys are a pair, you're a match, and you belong with each other. Okay, so believe that, trust in that, and act on your highest desire in each moment. Act on your passion, you know, act on what you love, okay, because it can only do you right. It can only do you right. I hope this helped, and thank you so much for watching my video. Bye.